Hi guys, this is Ace of Wizards. Thought I'd make a follow-up video to the Nomads event to cover some more things. I'm going to cover the importance of having high wall reduction on a 90 range commander. Alright, here we have a 90, level 90 Nomad camp. Alright, well this one looks like a really pretty easy one. We can either hit this side and leave this one alone and hit them in the courtyard. If I was going to do that, I'd use a 90 range with a lot of courtyard strength in order to hit them in the courtyard. And as of right now, my understanding is if you have a hero, it has to have courtyard against an NPC. At least that's my understanding right now. It doesn't work with a hero with courtyard versus another hero. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at an attack with a low wall reduction on a 90 range commander. Alright, this one right, yeah, that's not the one I want. Let's go ahead, I'm not going to make several takes on this. Let's just assume this one has 90 range. It says 88.6, so don't worry about that. You'll see the wall reduction is 24.8. So right here, it shows at the very top that we have to reduce the wall by 111% in order to get it down to 0. So we normally have to put in 11 ladders. In order to get the range reduction down to 0, we have to bring it down to 169. So that's 34 wooden mantlets. Now we can only fit 29 in this because the wall reduction on this commander that we have isn't very high. So this is where we see the strength of having a high wall reduction commander. And for those that are sticklers on this one, since there's only 5 melee, usually it wouldn't really matter. But let's assume there was like 80 or 70 or 50 or 40. For those that are sticklers on this. So let's go ahead and take a look at how the advantages of having a high wall reduction commander. That's 120. We'll just show one that most people can get close to at least. Alright, this one has a 101.2% wall reduction. So when we take a look at this, on this side it says it's only 42%. So even if we put in 5 ladders, which, you know, that covers 50%, it allows us to have room to cover all of the range. So that's 34 wooden mantlets. So you see that that brings it up to 170. That allows us to get all the range defenders down, their range defense down to 0. So essentially on this one, you're only facing the melee soldiers, so this is an easy kill. And a reminder for those maybe not caught up with this attack setup, you have to use ranged attackers. Melee will just get slaughtered because they will have to face the ranged defenders' melee defense. Okay, the ranged attackers does not have to face the ranged defense on this ranged attackers or defenders. Excuse me. All right, we'll finish this one up. Okay. This one's a good one because it has a 100 wall reduction. It also has 35.4% gate reduction. Now, 2 ways. If you don't want to use a lot of rubies, you can go with wooden mantlets. And because I have high wall reduction and some gate reduction, I can fit more wooden mantlets in. Now you'll notice on this one, you have to cover 219%. But with wooden mantlets, I can only cover 175. So that means you're facing 39% wall range defense. So you're going to have more losses than if you went with 22 cast iron mantlets to cover the range defense. But I don't think it's going to be a ton. It's doubtful that it'll be more than 15 to 20. So if you want to use wooden mantlets, this is where the strength of having high wall reduction comes in. Back to compare that to a commander with not a whole lot of wall reduction. On this one, remember, you have to cover 11%. So let me show all this again. Alright, with wooden mantlets, the most you can get in the past was 35% with high wall reduction and some gate. So remember that, 35 wooden mantlets. Now let's clear this. Okay, with very little, I have to put in 11 wooden ladders. I'm having to cover on gate defense, I have to put in 14. Now remember the last number, because we had high wall reduction and some gate reduction, was 35 wooden mantlets. So, I mean, that's a lot. I mean, that's a difference of 50% more range defense you'll have to face. So, hopefully that makes sense to you, and that will really help out a lot. So, work on your getting a commander that can get as much wall reduction as you can. If you're trying to get gate reduction as well, as long as it doesn't hurt you on wall reduction, yeah, sure, throw it in. But you know, the most helpful thing would be having high wall reduction. So if you're sacrificing 30% wall to get, you know, 20 gate, well, that might help you. It's going to kind of balance out somewhat in the middle, but it's going to hurt you on the side. So get high wall reduction to help you on these nomads. Okay. If you have any questions about the video, post them here on YouTube, and just drop me a note, or just drop me a note in the game or on Skype if you use Skype. So hopefully I didn't ramble too much. Don't want to make too many takes, so just doing one. Best of luck in the nomads, and let's get that top 5.